things happen over there. I didn't do my thing. It's all good.
It's all good.
Yeah, Santa Claus, man. I love like every year when Christmas comes around. I love the conversations start back. The like to be honest, I like the holidays. I like Halloween. When I say that, people will go Halloween. I'm like, let's act like nobody likes Halloween just because it's got monsters and shit. It's fun, right? It's a party atmosphere. Holidays, we live in a crazy time, and we can use those days to at least enjoy the little slither of time and moments we have with our friends and family. We can make the most of what we got. So I like holidays for the most part. But Christmas is funny because I always watch the Boondocks Christmas special. I have to. And then I always like listening to people, talk about how one ungodly Christmas is, or the original reasoning of Christmas, like all those different things happens every year. But yet people still give gifts to each other, and people still expect gifts. So I always go, well, why are we talking about the real reason it exists? We all are still doing the same behaviors every year, right? Um, so I never really got that. That's always confused me. Like people would go back and forth and argue.
My own thing is the sort of tight in tradition, somewhat compulsive. Like, oh, you gotta have the tree, or you gotta have the wreath, oh, you gotta have the thing. And I just want to know more about where it came from. I'm not necessarily saying you got like we can't do it unless we know, but like, what is this? What is this meant to signify? Right? It seems like a thing we're doing just because we've always done it, and I'm not a huge fan of that. So
You're
the
not a
history,
traditionalist at all.
the history lessons I appreciate.
No,
At least know why you're doing something, right?
Yeah, no, and what if I don't want to do the thing? Like I can just say, I don't want to do that, right?
Then
Like,
you're an asshole.
then I'm an asshole.
And you don't have Christmas spirit.
I don't have the
which is
Christmas
like
spirit.
it's kind of like canceling somebody on Christmas, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't have enough Christmas spirit, you get canceled on Christmas.
And then other people are out trying to out Christmas spirit the other person. So you got neighbors competing on decorations.
Man, so yes, I have a neighbor. I have to send y'all a picture.
Oh.
I have a neighbor who has a 16-foot reindeer air balloon, like one of those things blow up things. 16 foot, man. The hell do you need?
Yeah. Other than the stunt to say you can do it. Like I doubt he wakes up in the morning like, man, I wish I had a 16-foot reindeer on my lawn. That would just really
put it back up.
Complete my day.
Yeah. My Christmas spirit will go from here to here if I had this.
But like Christmas is that it's one of the few holidays that it's a holiday, but it's a season. It's a whole thing. You're supposed to feel a certain way, or it's meant to invoke these feelings. It's all of those things. So I have to imagine that it's almost like you kind of take leave of your senses in this season. So a 16-foot reindeer makes sense. Spending way more than you have on gifts for people, makes sense because it's in that frenzy. And then right when it's over, then it's like the high, you come down from the high and it's like, what have I done? What has happened? So I'm sure the 16-foot reindeer is not going to be interesting or cute on the 26th or when this thing is over. It's like, why is this in my yard?
Right.
Yeah.
Like you woke up from a drunken night, like blackout.
Exactly.
What did I do for the last 26 days? Yeah. And then I also think, man, sometimes I ask myself this question: what if Santa Claus is really just stunting on people the whole time? Like, what he's just like, I'm just gonna give everybody's kids gifts that their parents can't give them. Because if your parents can give you the gifts, why do you need Santa Claus to teach you that lesson? Right? Which is kind of Antoine's point. Like, I don't need a tree. I don't need this demigod in my house. I don't need any of that shit. I work, I give you the gifts because I sacrifice, and that's what you should do, right? That's essentially what we do. Well, they try to make us, you know, believe as far as the gift giving, but that always makes me think like, I mean, think about it. All that stuff, all it does is makes us run out and compete with each other on gifts and holiday spirit and whose dressing is better than their dressing, or did you eat their food over there? They will that ain't got nothing to do with Christmas spirit. Santa Claus is playing us the whole time. He's just flexing on us. It'd be no different than if Michael Jackson was flying around, you know, giving people gifts, which is what he was doing, right? Like anybody could essentially be Santa Claus.
I think it's the first. I think it's the first lesson in you not getting credit for work you've done. It's the first. It's one of the strong lessons you'll get, because if Santa gets all of the credit for these gifts, am I out? Am I
No, we're listening.
Oh, okay. No. I'm sorry. You know, my thing starts spinning. I'm like, but if Santa gets all the credit for this, and you know you working, the kids, oh, thanks, Santa. Like as a parent, you gotta suck that up and be like, yeah, Santa did that. I mean, that's gonna happen to you maybe at work. It's gonna happen somewhere else. It's just your first lesson. And like, how do you just stand down and let somebody else take the credit for something you've done?
We cut to a boardroom at I don't know. Gifts are us. All right, listen, executives.
Yes.
I wanted to bring you guys in to let you all know that I am so pleased to share with you that we have destroyed our goals in revenue and sales this quarter. I mean, we beat it by a whole 10%. Now, when I say we beat it,
yes,
I mean, I want to make sure that you guys understand that the level of effort that it took to achieve these goals will not be unrewarded. Which is why I want you all to chip in and help me give Santa Claus some gifts for the amazing gifts that he's given us to allow us to gift us this revenue and sales activity we've had this quarter. You know, he's been amazing.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about, John? I thought you were about to talk about bonus checks.
Bonus for us.
Yeah, we've been working really hard.
Well, from my understanding, my reports that I got, they all had Santa Claus. They came from Santa Claus, right? Santa Claus did the work.
That was a holiday joke. That was tongue in cheek. It was we were all just going to sign as Santa Claus. It's injecting a little bit of holiday cheer into the workplace, but that was us and our teams.
I find that very difficult. I find it very difficult to believe, because the last 3 quarters you guys have sent me emails, and I've read them, every single one, and none of them had any type of joke like that. I mean, think about it. We had you know, Easter. There was no Easter bunny signature on the email. We had you know, President's Day. You didn't get any president signatures on the email for the reports. It's okay. It's all right.
So wait. So do you think that some dude named Santa actually got us the 10% bump on our revenue?
All I know is there's a couple of indicators that I reviewed that lead me to believe that this new employee, Santa Claus, is what I did not find him in our employee record. So I'm assuming that this might be the Santa Claus that we all know and love. But apparently, somebody must have put these revenue and sales numbers on the Christmas list for Santa. And I just want you guys to just be aware that we're going to give him the greatest thank you. We're going to leave some milk and cookies down in the lobby just in case he wants to come through before the end of the day. We'll go home with for our Christmas break with our families.
Not gonna work.
What do you even think Santa did to get us these numbers? What do you think do you think he clocked into the office and logged into a computer?
I don't know what he did. I don't. To this day, I don't even know how he gets every place and reaches every kid in one night. I don't question the man's execution. I just review the work, and this guy for hundreds of years has been doing great work, delivering logistically all these gifts. So I'm assuming that he might have had a hand in the logistics side of our profits. But nonetheless,
no, he didn't. No, he didn't. I'm sorry, guys. I mean, Antoine, you keep trying to make points, and you're just glossing over them. I don't want to be rude, but you say you haven't studied. You're not quite sure. What about all the expense reports? Okay, my team has been busting their balls, making, getting plastics and all other types of materials to put forth some quality products that we can send that have been increasing the revenue. Have you not looked at the expense reports? Have you not looked at my department spending? Come on.
Do I sense a little naughty tone in your voice?
What?
It's a little bit of a naughty tone. I mean,
I'm advocating for myself as an employee. I didn't think it was naughty. I'm just speaking up for my team.
You keep doing that behavior, you might end up with some coal for your new quarterly bonus. All right. I have checked out the expense reports. All right. I read all of that. The numbers make sense. But what doesn't make sense is how for 3 quarters we didn't post any positive increase on sales and revenue.
We cut to the break room the next day. Tandy.
Yeah.
Hey, so I was talking to Larry in IT, and apparently the boss sent an email to Santa Claus saying to put your name on the naughty list. I like IT caught it because we don't have a Santa@giftsrus.com email, but they thought it was a weird thing for him to do.
Is our boss 8? I mean, there's a picture of a family and a wife and his kids on the desk. I mean, what's going on with this dude? Why is he? You think Santa Claus did this? You're right. No. You think putting me on I'm talking about him. You think putting me on a naughty list in some way has anything? Come on, man, this is crazy.
We cut to check in with the CEO. Come in and have a seat, Tandy. Sit down. There's a box sitting right on my desk. So word travels around fast. I'm aware of your feedback. And I just want to let you know that you have been officially put on the naughty list, which means you're fired.
What?
There's your separation package in that box. It's a couple lumps of coal. You keep your benefits until next Christmas, only because Santa Claus told me to.
You wrapped my pink slip. It's very nicely wrapped box. And naughty list means fine. Oh God, you got some. Okay, you're gonna have an EEOC complaint coming toward you, sir. Why we're not your kids. We're adults here, okay?
I get it. I get it.
Yeah, you're running this place like you're a parent, and when we're kids, and come on.
Listen, I'm just saying that word on the street is, and I like to believe Santa Claus told me this personally, but the word on the street is you walking around calling me a child in the company that I run, and that is naughty, Tandy. Also, I've been working with our HR department to make sure that we include the terminology and language to reflect the new policy and culture, because I want to continue to see our revenue and sales go up. I don't want any excuses, and I don't want any selfishness, Tandy. You're very selfish. You want to take all the credit for everything, when we know for sure it was Santa Claus. Who else?
Okay, you want to talk about cruel. You're firing me 3 days before Christmas. I don't know how I'm going to make it, but whatever. Again, I'm not taking this line down. I am going to fight. I'll take my package, and I won't say thank you.
And scene. I feel like I'd also take the coal in that situation. I don't know why. Like, oh, I'm taking this.
Oh yeah,
Just so you know, I'm taking the severance and
The severance
coal.
fine. Yeah.
I'm gonna barbecue later with this.
Oh.
I'm gonna do a coal.